And yo, what is going on, guys? Alpha Garden here, and today we're back with another video. Now in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys a guide on the best loadouts that you can possibly get for the new Grandmaster, which just came out today at the weekly reset, the Proving Grounds Strike. Now this strike is very hard to do. It's two tanks in one room. There's a mini boss at the beginning, and the boss room there's not a lot of good places to hide, so you're definitely gonna want to have a good loadout and good DPS and weapons. So that's what this video is gonna help you out with today. So if you guys enjoy the video, don't forget to like and subscribe, put on notifications for new streams. Let's get right into it. So first off, we're gonna be showing off all three characters, best loadouts for all three characters. So whatever character you prefer best, or whatever character you think you could do best with, be sure to go on that character. So let's start on the time. Let's start off with the super 2. First super I highly recommend is doing middle shield sentinel. That basically means whenever you get or whoever shoots through your shield get increased weapon damage, and guardians also allies make the shield last longer. So that means if someone else is guarding, that means the last shield lasts longer. But also that also means that if a few minutes I'll show you guys an exotic you want to use with this that will actually, whoever shoots your sentinel shield, you create a lot of orbs for your teammates, and you get a lot of super back once your super ends, which is really overpowered, and I think it's really helpful for the strike. For your nade, you're gonna want to use a void wall grenade, because magnetic and suppressor all go when you use them just explode, and you don't really have any duration DPS. You just have like a small second DPS, and this one just stays on the enemies, and even if you miss, they can still walk into it. Obviously you're gonna want to use towering barricade. Rally barricade isn't as good as it used to be for the nerf, and also catapult lift is my favorite jump. This jump is all in preference, but I really like the catapult jump. Now for mods and exotics. For my stat rolls, it doesn't really matter what stats you run with, but I don't really have double 100s, but you definitely gonna want high recovery and high intellect and even high resilience, and maybe if you're really good at if you have some pretty good armor, even high discipline. So first off, you're gonna want to put on your helmet is masterwork, of course. You can do most things. You're gonna want to put whatever mod you need on, and then you're gonna use whatever ammo finder weapon you're using right now. This is gonna be my loadout, so excuse me. So I'm gonna be putting a rocket ammo finder on. I'm using a pulse, so I put an ammo finder on for a pulse, because you never know when you're gonna run out of ammo. And trust me, it runs out fast in this strike. You can lose a lot of ammo just with this couple of seconds. Shield break charge is always really helpful. Become charged by light by breaking companion shield with the matching energy. So if you shoot a companion that has an arc shield and arc weapon, you get charged with light, and it's really nice to have charge of light with consistently throughout the strike. Now these are the exotics I was talking to you about. Ursa Ferosa. I don't know if I pronounced that wrong, so excuse me for not pronouncing it right. So move faster while guarding when a sentinel shield is active, and guarding damage converts to super energy with a super end when the super ends. So that means whenever you get damaged during your guarding, so when you're middle tree the entire time, everything that damages you will go toward your next super once it ends. Next, you want to be putting your unstoppables and anti-barriers on your arms. I use unstoppable pulse because it's really good for far range, and I use anti-barrier rifle because it's really good to take out that anti-barrier shield really quickly and also do really good damage. Next up, you're gonna want to go to your chest piece and put on these protection things. Now I like to use concussive dampener because that protects you from grenades and explosives, which is gonna be really good in this strike, because at the end the boss shoots a bunch of fireballs and it really hurts, so you definitely gonna want to have that on. And sniper resistant damage is always really good, because you don't know this is Cabal, so there's gonna be a lot of scions and you don't know where you're gonna get sniped. And this one you're gonna really want to scour it around. I like taking charge sometimes. High energy fire is a really good one, because when you are charged with light, you get bonus damage. Each defeated companion consumes 1 stack of charged light, so that means once you get charged with light and you run Izzy, that's a really good amount of DPS going right there. Next up, you're gonna want to put your scavengers on. A lot of people are gonna always like to say, "Yo, I gotta put traction on, bro. I can't play without my traction." In Grandmaster's, traction doesn't do nothing. Well, it does something, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't benefit your gameplay. It doesn't help you in any way, sorts or ever of surviving or doing DPS, so you don't want to have these on. So I like to put Sniper Rifle Scavenger because that's what I'm using, and also Rocket Launcher Ammo Scavenger because that's also what I'm using. Another shield break charge, so I can get 2 times charged light by breaking 1 shield. And last but not least, you want to use Legacy Those Mark. Now, since I'm using a light ability and my teammates may be using stasis, I usually have this focusing lens on. That means when companions are damaged by stasis, I usually use my light abilities against them, and it does bonus damage. And this one is Disruption. Reduce all abilities when you use your class iron in your enemies. I don't know why I really use this. It's pretty good, but it's pretty good. Alright, now for the final part, and that's weapons. I highly recommend using Izanagi. Izanagi is a very good weapon, very good sniper, does a lot of DPS, especially when with the high energy fire and the shield break charge, which gives you charge of light. As you can see, I use it a lot. I have it at 1310 and 1193 kills. Very good to use. Also, I like to use an arc pulse rifle because there is one of each in this strike. There's Void Scions, there's an arc boss or a mini boss, and there's also Solar Centurions. So you're gonna want to have one of each element. You're gonna want to have a pulse rifle because you can do it really far range. Cabal are never a good idea to have close range weapon because they can really melt you with those weapons, especially in Grandmaster. You want to have far range weapons. Finally, but not least, my rocket launcher. Now there's a high variety of rocket launcher rolls you can get. You can get quick draw. You can get a tracking module, cluster bomb. You can get quick draw, chain reaction. There's a lot of ones you can put on, but I personally like chain reaction because when I kill an enemy, it makes an explosion, which can kill another enemy, which makes them explode, and then it's just a chain reaction. It's really good for clearing out ads in small corridors, and I just find it really fun to use. And if you want another chance of getting the extra drop, make sure you put Prosperity on your shell. That means when you complete a Nightfall, you get an extra drop at a legendary gear, which could be the Adept Palindrome. But yeah, that's the loadout for Titan for the Grandmaster's Proving Ground. And for second subclass, which is the Hunter, let's get right into it. And remember, chat, or everybody who's watching this video, you have to be at least 1325 to be into the Grandmaster. Obviously, my Hunter is not high enough, but make sure you're 1325 to even enter the Nightfall. Because even if you're even higher than 1325, you're going to be power capped at 1325. So let's go over the Hunter Super. Now the Hunter Super, you're going to want to use as a Vortex Grenade. It's very good to use, good at clearing. And you want to use bottom tree dodge, because whenever you dodge near an enemy, you get your smoke bomb back, which will be an invis grenade, which will be really helpful, which I'll explain in a little bit. Triple jump, never use strafe in PvE. Unless you're using stompies, but don't really use stompies in the first place. And then bottom tree, Night Stalkers, you can get multiple tethers, and you can throw an invis smoke. Let's go over the weapons. I am using Succession, Palindrome, and Anarchy. Because you can tell this is a different loadout from the Titan. I really like this for Hunter because they're more of an ad clearing kind of character or subclasses, and I don't really find it useful for them to use the big stuff, you know. So Anarchy, Palindrome. Obviously, I'm using two different types right there too. Remember, the Arc, Solar, and Void are in this. Excuse me. So let's go into this mods. First, we got the Sniper Ammo Finder and Shield Break Charge, because I'm using a sniper. We get the Unstoppable and Anti-Barrier with another Shield Break Charge, so we can get a lot charge of lights coming up. And here we got the Sniper Rifle Reserves, and we also got the Grenade Launcher Reserves, because that works for Anarchy too. And also, the really cool thing about the Sixth Guide is you gain a second dodge charge, so that means if you keep dodging right next to ads, you can keep getting your smoke bomb. Next we have the Sniper Rifle Scavenger and Grenade Launcher Scavenger. Again, a really big must-have and really good to use. Again, you don't need traction. Again, I'm using Powerful Friends here because I want to get my buff, my mobility a little bit up, so I can get my dodges even faster. So for a Hunter, you really want to have your mobility up. and outreaches, so I reduce all melee cooldown when using your class ability, which is dodging, so you can get your smoke bombs really fast. So that's 68 mobility, so I get dodge every 22 seconds. And again, I'll put I don't have it on right now, but I'll put Vanguard Posterity here so we can get an additional drop from the Nightfall. But yeah, that is the Hunter class. Again, make sure you're 1325 to even enter the Nightfall. And let's go to the final subclass, the Warlock. And for the final character, we have the Warlock. Now, there's two ways you can go with the Warlock. You can go with the not the self. I was about to say self-resonance in D1. You can either go with the Well, or you can go with the Void Nade. You don't really want to use arc subclasses in PV unless you really find a good strat with the Geomags. But let's go over the solar one first. Now, solar one is obviously the Well. I don't have it on right now, but actually I do have it. So Well, you're gonna want to use Solar Nade. Always use healing rifts in Grandmasters. Healing rifts are super helpful. Use whatever jump you need. Whatever you're best with. Warlock jumps are annoying in my opinion, so whatever you use use whichever one you're best with. That's all I can really suggest. For the weapons, we have the same thing as the Titan, because I feel like the Warlocks are really good DPSing kind of character. They don't really need any ad clearing weapon ads unless you're running a Void Walker, which I'll explain in a minute. But we got the Izanagi Pulse, Tomorrow's Answer. Then I have the Unstoppable. I'll put the Unstoppable Pulse on later, but and the Anti-Barrier Sniper Rifle with Karnstein's Armlets, which means whenever you melee kill, you get restore health for a short duration. That means you basically get regeneration for a short duration. So let's go over this one. So we got Sniper Rifle ammo finder and Rocket Launcher ammo finder, of course, because we have both those weapons. Again, Sniper Rifle reserves and Rocket Launcher reserves. Here's Sniper Rifle Scavenger and Rocket Launcher Scavenger. And I don't have a lot of shield breaks, but make sure you guys put some shield breaks on, or you can put high energy fire on. You gotta put these extra mods on. Everybody says the 4th slot mods are useless, but they really aren't. If you know how to use them and know how to use them correctly, they are not useless. I can tell you that now. I've learned a lot of strats just by using these simple little 4th slot mods. So yeah, that's the armor set for the solar. Now if you want to go void, you're definitely going to want to use bottom tree, so you can get Devour. That means kills with this melee ability fully regenerate health. So that means even if you have the smallest amount of health, if you melee something, within a blink of an eye, you're back to full health. Powering Rift, or Healing Rift, I mean. Vortex Grenade, of course, and whenever you want your best with. I highly suggest not using Blink, because sometimes in PvE you might go too far than you really expect, and you might go into a bunch of ads. And then you want to use a Stern Grenade, which is here, I'll find it real quickly for y'all. This exotic basically means that whenever you're using Void Walker, so improving charging for Void Grenades. So that means whenever you're using a Void Grenade, no matter what it is, so let's read it right here. Resist incoming damage while charging a Void and Grenade with Chaos Acceleration, Feed the Void, or handheld super maneuver. Charge Void Grenades, return a random amount of energy on hit. So that means when you charge up your grenade and you throw it, it returns a random amount of energy, so you can get it really back. And people may say that these handheld supernovas aren't that powerful, or these handheld grenades aren't powerful. They are. These grenades literally single-handedly destroyed the last week's boss, which was amazing to have for the cheese. But I definitely highly recommend using those arms, and obviously you want to run high discipline with them so you can get your Void Grenade as fast as possible, including those Karnstein's holds, and now you're getting your grenade every 10 to 15 seconds, maybe even 20 seconds, depending on your discipline. But yeah, those are the loadouts I think that are best for the Grandmaster. If you guys have any suggestions for loadouts, let me know, and I'll post them in my Discord. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I hope to see you all in the next one. Peace out.